Hi, good morning. It's me, it's Allie. Okay, so I said that I was going to be um, posting a video about some of the questions that you guys had, and I'm so happy that you participated in this. It makes me very happy. So, we're going to start with some answers here for you guys. Marianne, hi. Um, Marianne is wondering, I have my notes here, so that's why I keep looking down. Um, is there such a thing as the universe unfolding as it should? Yes, yes. But it's also your universe, and you have to think about it that way. Um, when things are not going the way that you feel they should, the best advice I can give you is to focus on what you do have and be grateful and blessed for what you do have, and not focus on what you do not have. Because God is not telling you in any way, shape, or form to give up. He's telling you to go on and keep the faith. Okay? So just know that when we put out the good energy, the positive vibes, even if things feel crappy, you've got to be in that mindset where you have control. And the more you put out that's positive, the more that you will receive back. And I promise you that. I say that all the time. So, Marianne, you're going to be fine. Um, when it comes to seeing signs or synchronicities, it's like one thing happens and then that ties into another thing that ties into what just happened, and so on and so forth. So I hope that makes sense. And so um, God and our angels and our spirit guides and even loved ones will send us these signs, these synchronicities, to let us know that we are on the right path. Okay? So I hope that answers or helps to answer your question, Marianne. Um, Krishna, you you asked some pretty interesting questions. What is a ghost? Okay, ghosts, spirits, all are people like us who live here in the physical world and who passed on. The one thing I can say that some people use the term ghost, I like to use the word spirit. If you do use the term ghost, it's more of a haunting, meaning a haunting. A lot of people will say, um, my house is haunted. There's a ghost. So you can think of a ghost as someone who did live here in the physical world, but who may be stuck in their own space where they passed, and they have not moved on. So that to me would be more given the title of a ghost. Okay, a spirit. Is someone who has crossed over and is on the other side, and who will come through and give messages, etc., and your loved ones who are around you all the time. um, you asked, how does a ghost live? Do ghosts eat? Let's just use the word spirit here with that. How do spirits live? And so it's interesting you use the word live, because really, in a sense, we never do die. Um, they have their own space, and the way I see the other side is almost like I see the world here, except everything is more vibrant and beautiful. And since we're not in our physical bodies anymore, there's no ailments. We don't carry any of the physical traits with us when we cross over. So, um, to answer your question about do ghosts eat or spirits eat, I don't believe that they need to eat because they're energy. So, no. I've never come across a spirit who's sitting there macking down on a good steak while I'm reading for a client. So, um, okay, Diane. Hi, Diane Pennington. This is a good question. Why do investigators only work at night? Because aren't ghosts active during the day? Yes, ghosts are every spirit. We need to start using the word spirit instead of ghost here. Spirit is everywhere, all the time, all around us, everywhere. With me right now, with you right now. Um, I feel that the reason why so many paranormal groups do their investigations at night is because the energy is different at night. Number one, it's quiet, right? Um, Even in your sleep state, spirit can come to you because it's quiet. So nighttime has a completely different feeling to it energetically. Also, it's has to do with the space that you're in, and when it comes to investigating at night, a lot of paranormal investigators do tend to pick up more activity at night than during the day. And that's probably because there's so many things going on during the day and too many distractions, basically. So nighttime is, I feel, one of the best times to do any sort of investigation. But I have done investigations during the day, like I wrote up taking my stepmom to the cemetery during the day. And yes, most definitely, I got a lot of EVPs, I heard a lot of spirit. They're around and they're always with you. So day or night, I would have to say that they're always around. So, but for investigating, nighttime is probably the best time. It's quiet. There's less distraction. There's less noise. And some people even say that it's almost like a witching hour. So, and I feel it too. Like between the hours of 10 and 3 in the morning, places seem to be more active for some reason. And I don't have an exact answer as to why that is, but that's what I've found. So, um, hopefully that answers your question. Um, the family, unfortunately, that passed away up in Payson, which was extremely sad. Um, and Diane, you asked if they are aware as a group that they died. And the way I see this is that they each had their own individual experience when they actually crossed. But they did all meet as a group on the other side. And they do all know what happened to them, but they are all together as a family. So that's the important thing. But I do feel like when you pass and when you're in that death state, it is definitely a personal journey um, to get to the other side. And also, they had help. So, um, so just know that yes, they are together and they are aware of what happened to them, and they're fine. So, I'm happy to say that. Ellen, you mentioned about animals and seeing spirit, and how your TV shuts off after your dog kind of freaks out a bit. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that I feel a father grandfather energy around you. So I feel like this is either father or grandfather. And the way that spirit comes through to me is they make me feel the way they felt towards you when they were here in the physical world. So his energy comes through as father or grandfather. So just to let you know, it's nothing to freak out about. I want to talk about animals in general because I had a few people ask me about this. And yes, animals do see spirit. Most definitely. Your dogs, your cats, they can all sense spirit. Um, I have a cat that passed away well over a year ago, and I've even seen him around the house once in a while. My dogs have seen him, and they do interact and they do see. So, um, and I know I had another gentleman as well who told me that his dog was um, kind of freaking out, and he got a really off feeling about it um, when this happened. And number one, please always go with your gut and your feeling when you're actually experiencing it in the moment. So if it does feel off to you, most likely it is. So in that type of case, I would always recommend to smudge. Grab a sage stick and burn. Um, Outside and inside, because like I told you, I felt like it was tied to your land. I'm sorry, forgive me, but I think your name was it James? Anyway, please note, I would really like to see you just uh, smudge the inside and the outside of your home, every corner, every doorway, every mirror. Um, so, other than that, do I have any other questions that I can answer right now? I don't believe so. I think I covered quite a few so far. I'm totally happy that you guys came into my little world here and participated in asking me questions because um, I'm here to educate and I'm here to help guide you. And so I certainly hope that this video helps today. And if you have any questions, comments, go ahead, feel free to ask. When it comes to anything personal, I did get some personal questions about like how, what happened to my father, um, so on and so forth. Those are more for sessions, and I'm going to tell you why. I like to meditate and tune in before I connect with a client, period. I have my own way of doing things. I'm not what you would call an on call psychic. So, when it comes to personal things like that, I'd much rather be able to give you a session and really tune into your loved ones. And so I just wanted to let you know that it's nothing like I'm turning you down, nothing like that, but that it really, when I feel like a session is needed, I'm just being honest and letting you know. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be back, but please leave your comments, let me know what you think, and I'll probably do a Facebook Live pretty soon. You guys all have a beautiful Sunday. Be blessed, be thankful. All right, bye-bye.